And we're back in small form, but nonetheless back as we wind down the music on Hump Day as Hollywood Hay makes his return from a day off yesterday. Kind of a strange day at Parks yesterday in that usually you can rewind through the card and find, oh, that's what I missed, or, oh, that's how that horse won. And there was at least 2 or 3 horses yesterday when I went through the card and said, you know what? Under no circumstances would I have put that one anywhere near the top of the pick. So, especially that 3 horse that won the in its second start or third start, I think it was, and paid, I don't know, it was like the 80-1 horse or something that won. When you went back and looked, it was 70-1 morning line in its first race, finished way off, no solid works, and then just comes and makes a burst move. Maybe the first time Lasix angle, I don't know. Anyway, we're off to Aqueduct today in the Big Apple before all this weather from over here makes it over there tomorrow. Good thing we're going to go to Gulfstream Park. Make sure you catch all that. That's down there. You see all of our social sites streaming below. Real quick, free picks today, guaranteed tip sheet. As I said, the weather's pretty tough. So I went to Oklahoma with Remington Park. There's a link in the description for that. And with that, Terry, let's talk about race number 1 at Aqueduct. It is 7 furlongs, which favors horses that do have a little bit of giddy up and go when the gates open. 35% of the time, the horse on the lead wins the race. A little bit of a rail bonus for Ariana Rye. 2 and 3 get a discount. 4 through 7 a bonus. 8 and out is the best. I don't think we have that many horses in race number 1, Terry. So 5-horse field, who's going to win the race to the quarter-mile marker?
Take a look. The 3 has double the speed of almost double the speed of the next closest, which is the 1. But if the 3 has any trouble getting out of that gate, the 1 might just go to that front.
You got a couple class droppers in here in the 1 and the 4. See, everybody's come close to hitting par or hitting it. So par for this race being 88. And only the 2-horse hit 87. Otherwise, everybody has a chance to do it in here as well. Terry, who's got the best jockey? Who's got the best trainer?
Well, the 4 seems to have the best jockey according to the data, and the 1 best trainer. But, I think the 3 has the best combination of jockey-trainer comp.
That does look like that indeed. Our race shape tells us 2 horses that want to be up front, 3 that want to be on the back. Of course, our friend Scott Fielder says you take the horse with the longest odds in the race, Terry. Forget the longest odds. Who has the best chance to get a good trip today?
Well, it appears to me that 5 has the best chance along with the 2. They both in the 80% seed zone.
All right. So who do you think is going to win the opener at Aqueduct on this hump day?
I like the 4 K-Cup, finished in the money in 4 races out of the last 5 starts, winning 2 of those, drops a class today, and she has a high percentage winning jockey. City Blocks at 5, won the last race at Saratoga. Early speed running style helps chances, and the best third speed is fast among today's starters. Then I like number 2, Like a Rolling Stone, won last race and has a high percentage winning trainer. Then I like the 1 as my long shot, finished in the money 5 out of the last 7 starts, winning 3 of those. Has a high percentage winning trainer. No additional bets for me here.
I'm going to try to beat right now the 3-5 favorite at K-Cup with the 5-horse City Blocks. Top last race speed figure was 7 points clear of the rest of the field. Also, our top total pace by 6 points. Every 5 points equals about 1 length. So if you add the early speed and the late speed, maybe the 5 does upset that 4. The 4-horse K-Cup is a very consistent performer. It ran in 3 consecutive non-graded stakes. A little bit of a class relief today. Ariana Rye, the 1-horse, should be part of the early pace. Coming off the bench is a bit of a sketchy record for Ariana Rye. Bam's Bliss Kiss. If the 1 doesn't take the lead, the 3 will take the lead. And the 3 has 3 consecutive speed figure increases. And according to Barry Meadows, that's a 15% angle. And right now, along with the 1, it's tied for the longest shot in a 5-horse field. Before we move on to race number 2, Terry, because they're kind of moving around over there. I know our good friend Don Johnson likes when we post our picks for race number 2. There you see them, Don. A lot of disagreement for Terry and I across the board today. I was wondering, did I do the right card? Did he do the right card?
I checked a couple of times on different races because of what you picked versus what I picked to say, well, did I do the right card? And determined I did, so we just have different opinions, I guess.
Yeah, just things going a little differently today. Hello, Don Johnson. Thanks for joining us. If like Don, say hi. Become a regular in the comment section. We greatly appreciate you saying hi Makes the show more fun, more interactive, and also helps boost our search engine scores. So when other horse racing players decide they want to look for some content online, the odds of them finding all of us goes up. So in race number 1, right now, the 4 horse is the 1-4 favorite. Pretty heavy favorite indeed. The 5 horse is 3-1. Then you got the 3 and the 1 tied at 15-1, the 2 at 9-1. If you're looking for some value according to our smart sheets, well, race number 1, the 5 horse, you're getting a little bit of value on that. A ton of value on the 3 horse, even value on the 2 horse. The 1 horse is properly valued. So you take the 5, the 2, and the 3 for a $1 exacta box, and you'll probably get more than $6 back. All right, they're all set. They're all ready to go, and they're off and running. Pretty clean break for everybody. The 3 horse right now, the one that we projected would be up on the lead, is actually up on the lead. The 5 horse is in shotgun position. The 4 horse, that heavy favorite, kind of taken back a little bit at the start there. Maybe the jockey, Manny Franco, feeling like the pace was a little too fast for his liking. The 3 horse, with all that speed, continues to be your pace setter. The 4 horse, the big favorite, is going to have to go 3 wide through the turn. Never, I mean, if it's the best horse, it can go wide for sure, but I'm never a fan of my horse needing to go 3 wide through the turn at 1-4, chasing somebody down, Terry. I don't know about you. Well, right now the 3 continues to take the lead. The 4 horses kind of move past the 5. Let's see who makes the move first. The jockey on the 4 asked the 4 to go before the jockey on the 3 asked the 3 to go. So I would say that it's going to be the 3 is starting to look for another horse, so that's going to make it difficult for him. I hate when they cock their head one side to the other, Terry, looking for another horse.
Yeah.
They're both getting whacked as they come down this long stretch. The 3 is trying to herd the 4. I think it's going to be close at the wire because the 4 is starting to make up a little bit of ground. I don't think he's going to get there to go. It's going to go 3, then 4, then 2, then 1, then 5. As the jockey's completely standing up on the 5 there. And
Wow.
Ricardo Santana. So the 3 horse, which, yeah, again, one of the longest shots in a 5 horse field. Sim said the 3 horse had the best chance to get to the lead. Got to the lead. Said that the 3 horse should be about 4-1. Went off at 15-1. Decent jockey. Was a yes horse in there. Did show some improved pace last time out. Plenty of reasons to think the 3 had a chance there, Terry.
Absolutely.
Maybe those East Coast courses, because of the winter over there, maybe the way that they seal the track, this would be something that'll be interesting to see when we get our profiles of a winner up and rolling. Phone use today. All right. So good morning, guys. 26 handicappers at Aqueduct at Lauren_Shap on X. Not as nice as the tablet. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, we're still pretty faces, I hope, no matter what, right? The 5 for Jesse. Let's see. English. Hello. Hello, Angel. Nice to see you. Yes, they've already left. Now race 1 in. Yes, indeed. Question for Terry and Rich. Did the girl track announcer lose her job at Parks? I don't think so. You're talking about Jessica Paquette?
Yeah, I think she might be on vacation.
Yeah, I think she takes vacation this time of year, if I remember correctly. I don't think they're going to. I don't know. Anyway, I can ask my good friend Sean. He'll know because he's always kind of tied into all the news. And that's why you want to subscribe to our Facebook page, because a lot of that news will indeed find its way over there. Race number 2, Terry, 6 furlongs. This is a maiden optional claiming race. For 78 is that speed figure that determines the average winning speed figure, and that's what we look for in maiden races. Our smart sheets will tell you who's hit that number, who hasn't hit that number, Terry, and what do you see?
Well, there's just 2 that came within 5 points of doing that, 2 maybes. All the rest say no, especially because I think 3 of them this is their very first start. So
you pointed out when there's a maiden race and they're all no's or maybes, again, maybe 5 means that horse was within 5 points of hitting that speed figure. So 78 minus 5 would be 73, and then 76 for Just Tipsy. So Just Tipsy coming close. Over here, you see 2 second race par ability. That means that horse, Just Tipsy, with typical second race improvement, could run as high as 89. I mean, maybe that's a little bit high. It's also a class dropper along with the 7-6er. But you did point out these first-time starters, Terry. Tell us the story about these.
Well, take a look there. You can see that 6 has a 2.62 per number there out of 3. So that's a pretty good number. It's got a back bullet, and then followed up with that, what is that? The 3 horse has a 2.54, followed up with a back bullet 2, and then the 2 has a 2.33, which is a little shy of the 2.5 that we like to see.
Yeah, and if you want to know all about that, if you go over here, right here, you'll see our picks a little bit later on in the show. You can click on the one currently for Parks from yesterday. Horse Racing Smart Sheets explanations, right there. You click on that over at horseracingtoday.net. It'll explain it to you. So you'll see down here, we have the first time score and what a back bullet means right there. So you can understand fully what you're looking at here. And just in a nutshell, what I'm looking for is horses, if a 4 furlong work times 12 equals 48. So that's 12 seconds per furlong. 48, anything 48 or under gets that back bullet score. Terry, of the horses that have some experience, the 5 horse, 8-point last race speed figure edge. That is also your second race par ability. It looks like the one of the horses with experience is we're going to get to the lead. The 7 will be closing. Really all that matters in this spot, Terry, is old-fashioned handicapping. So what do you think will happen in race number 2?
I like the 1 waiting on a Sunday day. Rail Post wins a 22% clip, returns to dirt, and owns today's fastest speed. And then has a notable recent 4 furlong workout on December 2nd, Tinseltown. I'm sorry. The 2 is a first-time starter whose dam has 2 winners from 2 starters, has a high percentage winning trainer, and a good workout on December 1st. And then I like 5, Just Tipsy. Had an awkward start, after, which affected the finish. Then has the highest last speed rating, has a high percentage winning trainer, and a bullet workout on December 5th. And then number 6, Shady Slay is my long shot. First-time starter who has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. I'm going to play the very first Miami Vice Don Johnson Big 4, 1-2-5-6 with 1-2-8 with 6-7 with 1-6-7-9, $48 ticket.
I'm going to start with the first-time starter, the 3 horse. That one, Terry, game for it is one that we saw here. It's one of our stronger. It's the second rated of the first-time starters. Not much off there, but that workout on November 9th at Belmont, 4 furlongs in 46-3. You know what they call that, Terry?
Very fast. Very fast.
Very fast. And then the 6 horse, Sadie Slay, I guess Slay being appropriate. You get like a million inches of snow here in Chicago. Christmas is coming, so what the hell? Got to have a sleigh horse. But this it's a different sleigh, I know, of course. But it's the other strongly rated first-timer. Churchill Downs, 4 furlongs, 47-4. That's fast, but not as fast as 46-3. Just Tipsy, the 5 horse. It's the maiden special weight dropper, the only one in the race, with second race par ability. And that second race par ability would push that horse well past par. And then Tinseltown, the last of the first timers. Okay, works, but nothing near what the 3 and the 6 have put on tape so far. I picked 4. I'm going to go with the 2 first-time starters in the second race par ability, then the 1-4-7-8, 2-3-4-7. And I'm going to close it out with the 6 and the 7 for $48 in race number 5, which unfortunately is a race of death today in an only 8-race card. The third race on the docket today, Mr. Terry, that one is 6 furlongs again. It's going to favor early speed. Typically, horses on the inside, the rail gets a bonus. 2 and 3, though, they got to work a little bit harder. 4 through 7 is almost fair. If you get an outside post position, that's actually the best place to be. In race number 3, Terry, we have 8 horses. Any Buffalo Girls on the outside?
No, most of the speed is pretty much from the middle to the inside, but you can see it's really spread across the board there. There's really nobody that stands out as far as I'm concerned, so it's going to be in anyone's race, get the quarter pole first.
From the pace perspective, it does look like the 3 and the 4 have a little bit more octane early on. But you're right, it could be very competitive. And it looks like from the pace view. So what we do here is we line up the horses in the running style where they've either won or performed their best. So E would be pilots, EPs could pilot or co-pilot. Ps are co-pilots. PC types can really be anywhere on the plane. They're kind of like your flight attendant, if you will. The C horses are your closers. NCs not within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line. And here goes your first-time starter. So this is heavily weighted towards horses that are forward, Terry. In these races, I do like to look at closers. You see the one horse does have a pretty good edge over everybody else. But I also like C zones, Terry. And there's a few of them in here where horses should get a trip that more often than not matches this type of performance.
Yeah, the 1 has a really nice C zone, almost 90%, followed up by that 8 with 78%. And then the 2 is over that 50% threshold we like to see. So I think it's going to be very comfortable for 3 or 4 of these horses in here.
Yeah, we see a lot of things here indicating that this is going to be a competitive race. All horses with some C zone. Everybody's a yes or within 2 or 3 points of hitting par. A lot of horses want to go to the lead. So in these situations, Terry, value can be key as well as jockeys and trainers. So highlight some of the best value.
Well, the only one I really see is that 4 is 3 to 1 to 6 to 1. Everything else is not really showing much value.
Now, Par Plus also, this one has the highest chance to hit today's 78 speed figure, according to our simulations. A lot of horses showing improvement last out. Who's got the best jockey and trainer, at least, Terry?
Well, the 4 looks like the best jockey, 8 the best trainer, but the 8 is actually the best trainer-jockey combination, in my opinion.
Also has a top last race speed figure, 6 points better than everybody else. Again, Andrew Beyer says 3 is the threshold. The 4 is your simulation favorite, as well as your top total pace. So you've got speed, speed number, sim odds, as well as strong late pace for a horse with the top C zone. Terry, who do you got?
I like the 8, Tammy's Cruiser, third last out against Similar, top split in last race speed rating. Trainer wins 38% after claiming a horse and has a strong win rate for the jockey. Then the 1 is my second choice, finished second in the last race, Rail Post, winning at a 22% clip, can handle the distance of today. Then 2 is my third choice, finished third versus Similar in last race, has a high percentage win jockey. I like the 6, Cloudy Chance, as a long shot, finished third in the last race, has a high percentage win trainer who wins 27% of the races when shipping a horse in to run. No additional bets for me here.
Greetings from Chicago, Lucy. I am Rich, and to the top of me is Terry. I'm in name only. And hopefully one of these days the show will make me rich both in name and in bank account. For me in race 3, I got the 7 horse Ragtime Sizzle. That's a little bit of a long shot there, but at that last race, the horse was way wide, 9-10 wide. It's kind of hard to win a race like that. Gets a better trip, a cleaner trip today, and maybe at a nice price in the second start after a layoff. 4, Ora Relinia should be forward. This one is your top Par Plus, your top pace, total pace horse, and your simulation favorite. So a lot going on as far as the smart sheets are concerned. The 1 horse, Mia Nipotina. That is the one with the biggest in-race edge of 9 points for the late speed. So if that horse, the 1, the rail, is anywhere near close coming out of that turn, good luck trying to hold that one off. And then Tammy's Cruiser did run that top last race speed figure, 8 points better than 6 points, better than everybody else. But it's been off since April. Decent work's getting prepped, but if you rewind through the first time starts off of a bench, I'm going to go $5 exacta key box, the 7 over the 1, 4, and 8 with my Benny and the Bets bucks. Race number 4 is our next 7 furlongs. We saw that in the opener, 7 furlongs. We saw the 3 horse in race number 4 get to the lead, keep the lead with the 4 horse in pursuit the whole way around the track. So perhaps an indication that speed will hold up today in the Big Apple, Terry. And if speed holds up in race number 4, who do you got your eye on?
Well, look at that 3 has a lot of speed, followed up by the 4. So the 3 does the same thing as the 1 in the first race did, and it could go all the way.
Could be back-to-back 3s at 7 furlongs, right?
Yeah.
She'll be back Monday. Who'll be back Monday? My long shot of the day. I'm missing whatever. Some conversation going on there. I missed. I don't know. Anyway, race. So we look at the 3, the 4, and the 6. They want to be on the front. The 2, the 1, the 5, and the 7 want to come from off the pace. The 2 horse here is particularly scary to me. It's the lone PC type in Exploration. They can be very, very dangerous in here, Terry. A couple of notes we see for the first time. Only a couple horses showing some improvement last time out, with the 5 horse better pace from the beginning to the middle to the end of the race. The 7 horse showing better fractions for the opening quarter and then the second quarter. The 3 Disarmed is your only class dropper in here, Terry. Who's the only horse you would think about jockey-wise?
Well, the 7 has the best jockey, 6 has the best trainer, according to the data, but the 2 has the best jockey trainer combination as far as I'm concerned.
I see here the 4 horse Rhythm Inc. as a 5-point last race speed figure edge. The 3 horse is your simulation favorite, your top total pace favorite as well, Terry. In race 4 is the 3 your favorite.
Now, and no, I like the 7. Ran second versus similar in the last race. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. Has a high percentage winning jockey. Then the 6 Golden Symphony placed 4 in 4 out of 6 races at Aqueduct. She won twice, or he won twice. Early speed running style will help chances and benefits from a high percentage winning trainer. And then number 4 finished second in the last race, highest speed rating, and has a good workout on December 3rd. And then my long shot is the 5 Shattuck, finished 3rd versus similar in the last race, has a good workout on December 1st. That's no bets for me in this race.
I have the 3 Disarmed, top selection for me in race number 4. The 3 has a good day. Rich might have a good day. Lately, Rich has been cold, like one of those streaks where you feel like you can't get nothing right and you want to throw up after every race. But Disarmed is the simulation favorite, could be the pace setter, and is the only class dropper in the field. Number 2, Exploration. This is a first-time starter from Rob Atras, who comes out of the Robertino Diodoro coaching tree, if you will. And if you know anything about Robertino Diodoro, whenever he claims a horse, the horses tend to show a little bit more spark early on in the first race off the claim. I expect that's what you'll see out of the Rob Atras claim today. Exploration going forward. Number 7, Celestial Gaze, most consistent with the most back class in the field. Flavian Pratt rides, and Flavian Pratt is winning everything at Aqueduct, at least while surprised he doesn't go down to Florida, but I guess he wants to collect all that money while the Ortiz brothers and everybody else is down in Gulfstream Park. Number 4, Rhythm Nick, top last race speed figure, a handful of points better than everybody else. Did show better early pace and better late pace, and has shown stakes level late speed in the past. Number $2 exacta box for me, key box with the 3 on top of the 2, 4, and 7. Race 5 is the aforementioned race of death, because it is the beginning of the late pick 4. It is also the end of the early pick 4. Race number 5, unfortunately, is a maiden race, maiden claiming $30,000, 6.5 furlongs. Again, speed does matter, but the number we focus on is that speed number there, Terry, and the smart sheets tell us there's a trio of horses who have hit par.
Yeah, the 6, 7, and 9 all have equaled or exceeded the speed par number for this race, and they all, at least the 6 and the 7, have a really good chance to do it again today.
So 6 wants to be out on the lead. The 8 wants to co-pilot. 1, 7, and 9, so far they have closed. The 2, 3, and 5, all the those horses have not been within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line. The 4 makes the first-time start, only 2.09, but Terry, looks like maybe concerning considering the jockey's pretty solid.
Yeah, he's a decent jockey, a really good jockey, but the 3 has a little better stats, and then the 5 has a best trainer, or I'm sorry, the 9, but then the 3 has the best jockey trainer combination, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. So we see over here the 6 horse Top last race speed figure, 6 points better than everybody else. The 7, pretty heavy simulation favorite. The 1, pretty heavy opportunity to run them down at the end. Also your top total pace. So you got the 6 with the speed number, the 7 with the sim odds. You got the 1 with the late pace and top early pace. Terry, who is your top pick to win their first race today?
I like the 9, Hello Newman. Placed third last time out, owns the field's top speed and a strong trainer record and a solid workout on 3rd of December. Then Island Charlie, the 6, drops in class today, highest last speed rating, and he has a good 4 furlong workout on December 1st. Frickin' Frack, the 1 is my third choice. Rail post win at a 23% clip, can improve while returning to dirt, drops in class today, blinkers are added. And then I like 7, Army Proud, finished in the money in 5 out of 10 starts during the career, has a high percentage winning jockey. I'm going to play the last pick 4. I think this is wide open race. So I'm going to go 1, 3, 6, 7, 9 with the 4, 6, with the 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, with the 5, 7, a $50 ticket.
I'm going to start with the 6 horse, my top pick, Island Charlie. The reason that is that have the top last 3 speed figure, 6 points better than everybody else. It is one of the 3 yes horses in there for sure. If it gets to the lead, it could be a loney. That's a positive. But I think the one thing that really sold me on putting it at top, it's the only maiden special weight dropper in the field. And I find that so many times in my notes that the lone MSW dropper ends up as the winner. And that's why I put that on top. The 7 horse, Army Proud, is my second choice. Is another yes horse. It is the simulation favorite, so you got to have him in your picks. Then the 9 horse, Hello Newman, is the most consistent horse in the race. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And then Until Last Call, a little bit of a long shot in there with the 3 horse. This horse is making its 3rd career start. We talk a lot about second race par ability, and then you see here that one popped out of the gate. Did pretty well, showed some speed, right? Moving off the turf today. But in the second race, that speed number regressed from 68 to 63. I've seen so many times where that second race par ability comes into factor in the 3rd race. So if that's the case, the horse maybe can run up to as high as 81, and that would put you well above the 78 number. Maybe not well above, but enough to get into the winner's circle. I hope not, because my pick 4 is 6, 7. The Race of Death, the maiden claiming 30,000. I got 2 to end it and 2 to begin it, because 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 5, and 7 for my late Don Johnson pick 4. Do we have time to do race number 6, Terry? Let's see where we're at.
Yeah, I think so. We have 4 minutes.
No problem. Mm-hmm. Race number 6, 1 mile, and at Aqueduct, 1 mile typically would be more of a route, but since it's a 1-turn mile, it's going to act more like a sprint. So you see they make one. I don't know why Adobe does this. I got to turn it off and turn it back on. They make 1 turn around the track. Stalkers do good, so it doesn't necessarily put you on the lead, but still 1 out of 4. They get the race caller's first call at the quarter-mile marker. We'll also get the race caller's first call at the winning finish line in there. The rail is fair for Tiberius Mercurius. 2 and 3, those are the best post positions. 4 and out at discount, but inside is better than outside. So we're looking for inside 3 speed in race number 6 at a mile carry, but it's right in the middle.
Yeah, it really is at 5, and it has a lot of speed as far as the data goes.
Yeah, it does have a 9-point early pace edge, so that's about 2 lengths better than everybody else. We see down here, Terry, everybody's either, well, only the 3 hit par. Everybody else is within a few points in there, Terry. Another one of those races where maybe value matters. Any overlays to consider here?
Well, the 5 is from 2 to 1 to 4 to 1, and the 6 has a nice one from 9 to 2 to 12 to 1.
Yes, and you got the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 6 is your only par plus horses. The 4 horse, Bold Victory, showing better early pace, better fractions. That's always a nice combination. On track droppers, Terry also has a pretty good jockey trainer combo.
He does. Actually, the 6 has the best jockey according to the data, but the 3 has a really good trainer and jockey. But I think the 3 has the best trainer jockey combination.
Our race shape shows us the 5 wants to be on the lead by itself. Everybody else wants to close. 5 also your top C-zone. So if the 5 gets to the lead as your simulation favorite, your top total pace favorite, you might not be able to run that one down, Terry. What do you think?
I like the 6 Whiskey Friends. Finished in the money in 9 races out of 10 starts, which is something I really like is consistency. Won 3 of those and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Then the 4 Bold Victory, a closer who is stretching out from 7 furlongs to a mile. I think that'll be a plus. Has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Bar 14, the 5 finished in the money 3 races out of the last 4 races, winning 1 of the start, has a high percentage winning trainer. And then I like the one, my long shot, finished in the money in 2 races out of the last 3 starts at Aqueduct. Drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. No additional bets for me here.
Dr. Merciless was a long shot in the 5th. I go back here. Well, let me just run through my picks, and we'll go back to that before race 2 starts. I'm going to go with the 5 horse in here, Bar 14. That loney horse out on the lead all by himself. Top C-zone, should be comfortable out there. Catch me if you can. Bold Victory, last race a lot better than it looks. Was faster by more than a second. 6 Kings, the only yes horse, so that horse has to be in your picks. And then the 6 horse, Whiskey Friends, has shown strong early pace and strong late pace, but has never connected A and B. And if he does get to C eventually, then that horse could be very difficult to go. Who won the first race? The first race was won by the 3 horse.
Yep.
Pretty long price too, that 3 horse. So let's go back to race number 5, Mr. Merciless. Where's Mr. Merciless? Oh, the 8 horse. Long shot. Okay. So let's go over here, Mr. Merciless. Let's go up over here. If you had a horse you want us to look at, 8 horse. Hey, you know what? First thing I see in here, Don, is he is the 4th rated of the simulation favorites. I do like that. He does have some C-zone ability, so the horse can get above par. Did show a little bit of improvement in its last race in the middle. Made a nice little mid-move. Should be a part of the early pace. Enough late speed to factor. Not that far off. I mean, it's only 4 points off the top total pace horse in here. Decent jockey and trainer. Well, the trainer's kind of weak, but the jockey looks like he can get the job done. It's a lone EP type. That's a good thing. It's also your top-rated C-zone. So, yeah, from that perspective, Dr. Merciless, yeah, maybe a pick that you want to put in there as a long shot. There's a lot of reasons in that alone to think that the horse can be competitive in this race, especially in a maiden, 30,000, getting the top C-zone horse, a lone P type. That should be a part of the early mix and enough late speed to stay there. Why not? Was that enough mercy for you for that race? All right, let's take a look at race number 2. They're wandering around behind the gates, as they are prone to do, or wandering their way to the gates. So our simulation favorite is the 5, but this is a first-time starter races in here too. So we got 3 of them in there, the 2, the 3, and the 6. According to the action on the ground, the 3 horse, 4 to 5. Not surprising off of that 46 4-furlong workout. Next up on the board is the 5 horse. That's your second-time starter with par ability. The 1 horse is next. That horse has made a few starts at 5 to 1. The other first-time starter in there, the 6 horse, coming in as your 4th favorite at 6 to 1. The longest shot on the board is the 7 sixer, which is way off, right? Because nobody will bet on a 6er in the land of the Knicks. It's just not going to happen. Now, as far as who might get to the lead, the 1 horse of all the experienced horses has a ton of early octane, but we don't know what the first-time starters. The bettors have made their choice clear. Chad Summers strained. Luis Rivera Jr. ridden, game for it. The 3 horse off that 46-3 workout at Belmont, coming in as the favorite in race number 2. And they really are taking their time to load in there, Terry.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they always do in New York, though.
Yeah, they got to get those last few bets in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so, it's like post time and is no minutes to post time, then it's about 4 or 5 minutes before they ever get them in the gate.
Yeah, well, you think they would be like in South Florida, but Guess that Charlestown rubs up north then, huh?
Yeah.
The 4 goes in. A little bit of coaxing right now. The 4 is a little hesitant to go in, backing out. Not really acting up too much, though. There he's going. Now he's giving a little bit of, I don't really want to do this. Gave one final head nod and said, all right, let's get this on. The 5 horse, the Lone Grave. It's not wet today, though. But Just Tipsy is the only gray in pink. Looks like a little bit. Whoa, we're going to have a delay, folks. So let's go ahead to race number 7, Terry. Is that where we are?
Yep.
All right, because, the 4 horse just reared, tossed the jockey. They're going to have to check to make sure that guy is all right. Of my 26 handicappers, only one has Dr. Merciless finishing 4th. Thank you. So hopefully he finishes better than 4th. Can win the race, right? If you got money on him, I'd much rather he win. So race number 7 is going to be 6.5 furlongs. 6.5 furlongs. Again, early speed, almost 4 out of 10, winning on the lead. The rail is the best. For Clancy Fancy, I don't know if Clancy Fancy is going to be a part of that early speed or not. Terry, doesn't look like it, but it does look like 4 of them will compete early on.
Yeah, it's anyone's race here as far as getting that quarter pole first, so they all show some speed.
I would say they all show some speed. Look at this. Everybody wants to be up front except for the 2 and the 5. Closers could have a go of it. Burrow, Coley, look at that. 15-point late speed edge, Terry. That is 3 lengths. So if all these horses burn themselves out, ain't no question the 5's going to be there, but C-Zone says, as does Par Plus. Who's going to get a really good trip?
Well, take a look at that, too, at 90%. He's going to be very comfortable in this race, followed up by the 6.
And he's the other closer in the mix. So the question is, do you want more late speed or do you want a better comfort zone? The 1 horse, better improvement all across the board. The 7, Tall Paul, showing better early pace, better mid pace, and better fractions. You got a ton of class droppers in here, Terry. Who's the class jockey trainer wise?
Well, 7's the best jockey, 4 is the best trainer, and 4 is the best trainer jockey combination.
Factually correct. 7-point last race speed figure edge. 6-point total pace edge. And there's a horse that should be involved in the early mix. Terry, this race looks to be pretty wide open. Who do you think has the best chance of finishing first?
I like 4. What's Up, Bro? Likes Parks Racing, been in the money 67% of the time, winning 33% of them. Today's disc is 57% of the races of the money, 43% of the starts. Tall Paul, the 7, is 1 for 1 at Aqueduct, which is the high percentage winning jockey. Has a good furlong workout on December 1st. 6, factually correct. Finished 3rd with the last race. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. Highest last speed rating. Master Feud is the 2, finished in the money 3 out of the last 4 starts at Aqueduct. Winning the last start, has a high percentage winning trainer. No additional bets for me, and they're running at Aqueduct.
They are running, and the 3 horse did win. 3, 7, 5, 4. 3, 7, 5, and 4. 4 to 5 on that 3 horse who came from off the pace there to run by everybody. The 1 horse just kind of straggling in right now. 3 horse looking really good there, Terry, in race number 2. Yeah, but 4 to 5 doesn't get a whole lot done for you.
Unfortunately,
for me,
I didn't use it. Unfortunately, I didn't use it, but go ahead.
In race number 7, I got the 6 horse, factually correct, as my top pick. Top last race speed figure, 6 points better than everybody else. Top total pace, 6 points better than everybody. I don't know if I want to pick that horse. The 6 horse with 6 and 6, 666, does have a bunch of workouts since its last race. The 7 horse, Tall Paul, interesting in that Bob Baffert and trainer John Terranova are having a claiming war over this horse. Because Bob Baffert usually doesn't take bad horses in there. This horse won its only trip at Aqueduct handily over the 3 horse, Yo Banana Boy, which David Aragona made the morning line favorite. And if Yo Banana Boy can run back to the September 26th race as our simulation favorite, it could be a very easy win. This horse is making its 3rd start for the first time in more than a year. I call those finally healthy horses. And then the 4, what's up, bro? Speed and fade in the first race after a layoff. 2 workouts since then indicate that horse will have a bit more stamina today. Race 8 will be the last race on the card today, Terry, for you and me. Tomorrow, we're going to head down south to Gulfstream Park to make sure you don't miss that, or Terry's best bet in race number 8, or Hong Kong for Tom and I on 4 and Friday. What's the wisest thing one can do at this exact second?
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and X, and go ahead and on the YouTube channel, hit that bell. That'll tell you about all the programs coming up about 30 minutes before they come up. And then go ahead and copy the link below and share it with everybody you know so they can come and take a look at us. Go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, etc. at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. And then keep these comments coming and picks. We really like to see them, and it helps with our algorithms.
Yeah, any sort of, as we mentioned at the top of the show, any sort of interactivity really boosts our visibility on any search engine. So the finale for today is race number 8. It's 6 furlongs. It does favor early speed. We do have roughly 50%, a whole bunch of them, Terry, get to the lead and keep the lead. That's a big number in there. There's a real bonus for Senor Pickles, 2 and 3 at discount, 4 through 7 almost fair. Well, with 50% winning on the lead, Terry, I guess you probably should pay attention to who's going to be the pace setter in race number 8.
Well, take a look. The 6 has really a lot of speed, but there's several others that are got speed too. So it just depends on who gets that best break.
6 and 7. The 6 doesn't necessarily need to be on the lead. It's a pressure type. 7 wants to be a part of that early mix with the 2, the 9, and the 10. Going to be the 2 might give it a little pressure with the 9 and 10 to the outside. This race could favor a horse mid-pack or so. Who does it favor in terms of C-zone?
You take a look there. They all have some C-zone there, but the 2 has a really nice one, followed up by the 9 and the 8. They're all above 50%, including the 3 and 4 and 1. So they're all going to be very comfortable in this race.
If you're looking for horses that showed improvement, the 1 horse, Senor Pickles, pretty solid pattern right there. Another one with a solid pattern would Shoot the Nickel. That one's also your only class dropper in there. Majestic Arc, the 10, better early pace, better early fractions last time out. Who's better jockey trainer wise?
Well, take a look at the 1's got the best jockey, and then the 7, the best trainer. I think the 7's the best trainer jockey combination for this race.
The 4 had the best speed figure last out, 3 points better than everybody else, as well as pretty aggressive simulation favorite. Big late speed edge. We just saw 3 horse come home with a little bit of a late run. An 8-point top total pace number in there, Terry. Drum roll, please, as we get ready for Terry's best bet. So, producer, find the drum roll. Hit that drum roll. There's the drum roll. And then race number 8, your best bet is, Terry?
Number 7, Wajda. Finished second last race. Early speed suits the shorter distance. Has the fastest start speed among today's starters. Plus good jockey and trainer with high win rates, which means it marks a lot of boxes off. Then Shoot the Nickel, the 5, second choice, finished third versus tougher in the last race. Drops in class today, highest speed figure at today's distance. Leading role, the 2. My third choice finished third versus similar in the last race as a favorite, but the high percentage winning trainer that he has wins 19% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back and has a high percentage winning jockey. Number 4, Cousin Ed, is my long shot highest last speed rating and can improve while returning to Dirks. 20 to win on the 7, $10 exacta box, 5-7, a $10 exacta, 7 on top with the 2-4-5. And then a $5 exacta box, 2-5-7. And that's my $100 to bet today.
I'm going to start with the 4 horse Cousin Ed. That one gets the top pick for me because he gets the top call for last race speed figure. He gets the top call for 8-point late speed edge. He gets the top call for the simulation favorite. He gets the top call for top total pace of about a length and a half better than everybody else. Then I have the 5 horse, Shoot the Nickel, certainly proven at Aqueduct, 5 races, a win, a couple of seconds in third, and certainly proven at the distance, 7 times out, 1 win, 3 seconds and 2/3. Leading role, the 2 horse, the return to its September 14th race where it went wire to wire. That would be enough to win this race, and I think that's why they put Kendrick on that horse to push it out forward, because we all know Kendrick likes to be out towards the front on the top C zone horse. And then finally, your best bet, Terry, Wajda gets my fourth call, my long shot. I don't know if that's good or bad. Probably good for you, bad for me. It's the other yes horse with the 4 as we look at the horses that have hit par, according to our smart sheets. The resume says that this horse should run a very similar race in the second start off a layoff as it did in the first. I'm going to spend the last of my bucks, my Benny in the bets, 2, 4, 5, and 7 on a 50-cent trifecta box. Here are the full picks for today, Terry. In race number 1, the 3-horse one. In race number 2, the 3-horse one. I guess we both know that we're going to lose race number 3.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, and you don't have any 3s on the day, so
I don't.
You better hope the 3 horses winning ways are done for today.
Be nice.
Race number 3, speaking of 3s, I have a $5 exacta key box, 7 over the 148 as we recap our bets. Race 4, $2 exacta key box, the 3-horse. Man, maybe another 3-horse. Number 5 is the Race of Death, closing out the early pick 4 and starting up the late pick 4. Race 6, a $5 exacta key box on that lone E-horse. Race 7, 50-cent trifecta box. Race number 8, Terry's best bet of the day, as well as a trifecta box for me. Again, free picks today over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. There's a link in the description on YouTube. Right there, Remington Park. Just click on that. It'll take you to the picks for today. Over at horseracingtoday.net. Remember, .net, horseracingtoday.net. Right there in the middle of the screen, we will put our picks as well as our Benny and the bets today. We'll timestamp every race in the description on YouTube so you can come back, see why Terry likes the 7-horse as his best bet. When you're over here too, you'll see here's our Smart Sheets links for the day. Here's the explanation for Smart Sheets. If you like what we do today, hit that tip jar, and right there you can take that link over to Guaranteed Tip Sheet. On HRT Gear, the holidays are here. Make sure you click that so you can get your Horse Racing Today merchandise. Any final thoughts from you, Terry, before we part ways and get ready for a sunny, warm day mañana?
Yeah, be careful with the snow everywhere. Don Johnson, don't be slipping while you're blowing that snow. And other than that, just stay safe, folks, and we'll see you tomorrow at beautiful Gulfstream Park.
Yes, it's snowblower is much better than a shovel, Terry, when I was a kid, right? I remember reading about it before they had snowblowers, like people going out to shovel the snow, and you had a very high level of heart attacks.
Yeah.
If you are a little bit older like Terry and I, take your vitamins, eat your spinach before you go shovel the snow. Or maybe head on over to the local hardware store and get yourself a snowblower, because we'd rather see you here than in the hospital for sure.
Yep.
No matter what you're doing for the rest of this day, we certainly hope it has God's grace, God's favor, and every single thing that you do, Terry, ends up in
the winner's circle.
Yes, indeed. We'll see you tomorrow for a much warmer, sunnier day.